Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. I think I'm going to stick with the warrior trend today, and we are going to be taking on War Factory with a warrior rush. No smokes today. Let's see if this will work out. I actually think we have a chance with this, but I've been humbled quick before, so we shall see how it goes. There is a lot of rocket launchers, I'll give them that, but yeah, we got all warriors and also a second wind with us, so we'll be reviving some troops. I think our strat is going to be to BART down these shield generators. We're going to start out with this first attack, a few barrages on it. We want to save around 50, 60 energy for just general battle purposes here. But that knocks them to about 60% HP, so we should be able to get those taken out by stage 3, hopefully. I'm going to start with a box of critters and just have the rocket launchers get their initial burst out. Actually, that did not work out. The burst did not come, and the warriors actually ended up running to where the critters were. I did not think that one through, but it is okay. Next thing we're going to prepare is we are going to get that buying field or two cleared out as best as possible over there. And look at this. Honestly, this is going much better than I expected. We're going to hit War Factory with our second wind of the day, and then we kind of are starting to hit a wall. The first attack was quite a bit of free buildings, and we were able to get those initial shocks out and suppress some of the damage. We'll be able to do that in the next attacks as well. But I think getting 21, 22 buildings here, I think that's a pretty good start for us. Anyway, we're going to try and get this final rocket launcher right here. The shock launchers are starting to hold them back, and the boom cannon's starting to target them. But that rocket launcher is darn close to getting taken out. I give that first attack, I give it an 8 out of 10. Much better than I was expecting. But we're going to go back, retrain our warriors here, and then we'll start out kind of the same way we did last attack, and that's going to be doing 2 barrages and like 4 or 5 artillery on these shield generators. Actually, let's just go ahead and take them out right now. That is a shame that both of them did not die to that. That stinks. But we're going to get a box of critters. Somehow unable to take it out. A sliver of health. Oh no. Alright, let's just spare it. Let's just throw it. Oh my gosh, I am very disappointed. That took a lot more energy than it needed to take out. But here we are, nonetheless, heading into this attack. Make sure we get the shock launchers all shocked out. And now we should be good to get rid of these buildings right here. And then the next battle will be getting them kind of by the HQ over there. We're just going to let them do their thing. We also want to get these mines over here taken out if we can. That's going to help us out. But this attack was definitely not as good as the first one, and we are struggling hardcore. We did not get as many buildings as I was hoping we would have. That's okay. High expectations for that first attack. The second one never lives up to what you're expecting, but I thought it could be a little bit better than that. The good news is we get a more defined path. We'll go right at the HQ, but that is 2 battles down. We only have 3 to go, and War Factory has been known to crash on some stages before where you just lose an attack without actually attacking. Here we go into the next stage here. We're going to get a box of critters to lead, let those sniper towers and machine guns get a little bit distracted there, and we'll get a shock bomb as well. I'm going to throw barrage onto the HQ. A lot of mines we don't really want to deal with, meaning I don't want my warriors to deal with them. We got to make sure we take them out beforehand. We'll get a couple shock bombs out, and look at that. We are losing troops like crazy. This is more what I was expecting. The rocket launchers just deleting my troops, but we'll make sure to get these shock bombs reinforced. And now look at that. We have, I don't want to say an open path to the HQ here, but we got it knocked down just under half health here. I'll get a barrage out, clear out the boom mines on the top side. I was hoping we could take out that flamethrower as well. We were unable to, but that's okay. I think that stage, or that third attack there was very helpful. Let's go ahead, kind of scout out what we're going to do. So these rocket launchers, the way they're positioned, I think I'm going to flare them. I'm going to flare my warriors to go like the long way here. And we'll be able to avoid those rocket launchers for the most part. That is what I was most concerned about. But yeah, we should be good to go up that way. Let's hop into it and see how this theory works out. We only have 2 attacks left, so this could go poorly, especially when I'm very late on my first shock bomb. That is embarrassing. We cannot be doing that, but we did. So we're going to go ahead and get a second win. That is why I brought Dr. Kavan. The thing about Dr. Kavan I didn't think about is he seems quite slow at times. He's just unable to keep up with the pace of the Warriors, and he ends up sitting in awkward spots. But I think we got a good opening, and we're going to be able to take it out. Let's throw a flare on the HQ, and there we go. We're going to be able to take out War Factory with Warrior Rush. No smokes today, and that is one of the rare times you'll get Warrior Rush to actually work. Now, if I was able to use smokes and warriors, you know, probably takes only 2 attacks, 1 to get the shield generators and then 1 to get on the HQ, but that's okay because you're not always gonna have smoke. Well, I guess you will always have smokes, but anyway, let's go ahead. I guess just hop into a couple player-based attacks because we still got some time. Honestly, kind of a toughie to start out with, but we're gonna make this work. There were some people that were getting a little angry at the way I was using warriors. I understand, but also I don't really care, to be honest. Anyway, let's hop into this. We're gonna get a path cleared from these mines. We're gonna get mines off our path here because that is gonna intrude on our expectations. Let's take out those boom mines, and we're looking pretty, and we're looking fine. Let's go ahead and get our warriors down. We might lose a warrior or 2 to the boom cannon. I'm gonna allow it, but as soon as they get a bit closer to the rocket launchers, they took some heat there. I'm not too worried, but now we did run over a couple mines. Okay, the good news, I didn't miss any microwavers or CMOs that were hiding by the HQ. That could have been tragic. Happened to think about it late, but the good news, I didn't need to think about it because this base did not have it. But let's say a little bit of prior PTSD got me a little bit scared there, where I've definitely missed that in the past. We'll go ahead and get our shocks out very late on the med kits, and we should be good to take it out. Down it goes. So not as difficult of an attack. We're able to manage with what we got, and that's the thing with warriors. It seems like it's either a perfect attack or it's like a photo finish where you barely have any warriors left, because once they start dropping, they start dropping off in numbers. We'll go ahead. Did I already scout out this base? I think I already scouted it out. Nope, maybe not. This seems like an easier base than the last one. Actually kind of deceiving. We're gonna have to thread the needle with our warriors there. Get rid of those boom mines, and then I think I can avoid 2 or 1 of the shock mines. So we'll just throw an artillery, take out those 2, and that one on the right there. I think it's just far enough off. We do not have to worry about it. We'll get a smoke down, and we'll let our warriors group up for a second before flaring, and we'll just go right on the boom cannon. I'm fine with that, and we'll get a final flare on the HQ as they're still running. I'm not sure if that's messy or not, but we did, a couple warriors did peek there, so lose the delay. Actually, I don't think a lot of the defenses did see it, but I saw the boom cannon turning, and that would be it would be a problem if the other defenses did see. But we had enough energy for it to not really matter, and our warriors able to pound it down. Let's hop into one more attack. I'm not seeing any ice statues, so we'll be actually, this is kind of a base you want to attack with the warriors because it's super condensed with all the defenses. Your shock bombs can be very effective, but also because it's so condensed, you only have so many shock bombs to throw, so almost every defense in the area is going to be in range. But I don't see I don't see ice statues, so I think we'll be fine. But these can get ugly, especially when I'm at the helm attacking. You just never know where you're gonna get one little mistake like that. That could that was a little mistake. That was a tiny mistake. If it was a bit bigger, to increase it to the level of little, that could have been bad. But you can see our warriors, some of them are struggling health-wise. What do we do to counter that? We throw a med kit, of course, but you could see how I'm definitely like towing the line here of some unacceptable attacks, and I didn't have enough energy for a shock bomb on the left there. That could have been tragic, but it wasn't. You know why? Because I was talking about I don't see the ice statues. So maybe that could have been a headache if he had the ice statues as well, or just a bunch of microwavers destroying my warriors. But I know I kind of switched it up at the end of just using Smoky Warriors, but our goal was to only do Warrior Rush against War Factory, show Gearheart that you can't even stand up to Warriors without smokes. And how sad is that, Gearheart? You need to go back, get a better plan, because your villain, I love your event, but it's just too easy. It's only difficult when, like, I don't even have a chance to attack it, and it's like, you know, you lose 2 or 3 attacks to a client an error are out of sync, and that's I don't think I've gotten that in a while. Fingers crossed. Maybe you guys have. I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks for making it to the end. We'll see you in tomorrow's Boom Beach video. Bye bye.